About tenses. How many tenses are there? Because chapter number 3, some sentences are given and you are instructed to recognize the sentences. So you must know the tenses. Then you will be able to recognize, identify the tenses. So my dear students, let me rub here. So how many tenses? My dear students, there are 3 tenses. They are as follows. So there are 3 tenses. They are as follows. What are the 3? Present tense. Number 2 is past tense. Number 3 is future tense. Future tense. And each tense is further divided into 4 forms. So my dear students, each tense is further divided into 4 forms. What are the 4 forms? For example, present indefinite, let me write here 4 forms. For example, present, let me rub here so that it will be easy to understand. Present tense, past tense, present tense, past tense, future tense, future tense. So number 1, present indefinite tense, or it is also known as simple present. Number 2 is present continuous tense. Number 3 is present perfect tense. Number 4 is present perfect continuous tense. So same thing with the past tense. Past, P for past indefinite. Past indefinite tense or simple past tense. Simple past tense. Number 1. Number 2 is past present continuous, past continuous tense. Number 3 is present perfect tense, past perfect tense, P for past, perfect tense. Got it? And number 4 is present perfect continuous tense, here also past perfect continuous tense. Continuous tense. Same thing with the future. F for future. Indefinite tense. Future indefinite tense. 2 is future continuous. 3 is future perfect. And 4th one is future perfect continuous tense. Similar. Present indefinite, past indefinite, future indefinite. Present continuous, past continuous, future continuous. Present perfect tense, past perfect tense, future perfect tense. Present perfect continuous tense, past perfect continuous tense, future perfect continuous tense. My dear students, present indefinite tense, if I will teach you people, it will take 1 hour. For present indefinite only, because I teach in such a way that I frame table and I write positive sentences, negative sentences, interrogative sentences, interrogative, negative sentences. So in your next class I will teach you people if it's possible, but now you have to recognize the sentences, how you can recognize, for example, present indefinite tense, how you are going to write present indefinite tense, past indefinite tense, future indefinite tense. So here example of each form of tenses I would like to frame, so that it will be easy for you to understand. First one is present indefinite. Present indefinite. Okay, in short I write here. For example, I write a letter. I write a letter. Second one is present continuous tense, see. Present continuous tense. Same sentence. So for continuous tense, verb should be in ing form. And before that, auxiliary comes. I am writing a letter. Then present perfect tense. I have, verb should be in third form. I have written a letter. And next is present perfect continuous tense. I have been. So been will come for any present perfect continuous tense, past perfect continuous tense or future perfect continuous tense. I have been, verb should be in ing form. I have been writing a letter. A letter. What about past tense? Past indefinite. I write a letter. For past indefinite, verb should be in second form. So I wrote a letter. Then past continuous tense. For example, I am writing a letter. For past, which is the auxiliary, was or were. For present, am, is, are present auxiliaries. For past, was or were. So, my dear students, when I will teach you, if it's possible, I will teach present indefinite tense. It will take 1 hour. Positive sentences, negative sentences, how to make questionnaire sentence, interrogative sentence, interrogative negative sentence. So if it's possible, I will teach in future. So here, past continuous tense, I was, verb should be in ing form. I was writing a letter. I am writing a letter, I was writing a letter. Past perfect tense. Here I have, in present tense, I have written a letter. In past, which is the auxiliary, not have or has. It will be had. So I had, verb should be in third form. I had written a letter. Next is present perfect continuous tense. I have been writing a letter. I have been. So here, past perfect continuous tense. What would be? I had is the auxiliary. I had, then been. Here I have. Here I had been writing a letter. I have been writing a letter. A letter. So in past tense, what is the difference? Here verb in second form. Here was has come. Here had come. Here what is called had comes. The remaining would be same. Future tense. Future indefinite. For future, how to recognize that it is a future tense? It will be will or shall. Will or shall. It indicates the future tense. I will write a letter. I will write a letter. I will write. Verb should be in first form. There won't be second form, third form. Okay? I will write a letter. Then future continuous tense. I will, here be will come. Be, I will be, then it should be in ing form. I will be writing a letter. I will be writing a letter. Then perfect tense, future perfect. I will have. Here had will not use, neither has. It will be only have with all the subjects. I will have. Verb should be in third form. I will have written a letter. A letter. Then future perfect continuous tense. I will have been writing a letter. So similar. Again let me explain here. Present I write a letter. past I wrote, verb should be in second form for past. I wrote a letter with all the subjects, I, we, you, he, she, it, they, or any singular subject or plural. Any name of a person, noun or pronoun, or what is called singular or plural, verb should be in second form. And here, I will write a letter. I will write a letter. The next is present continuous tense. I am writing a letter. So for continuous tense, there would be ing and before that auxiliary. So which is auxiliary here for present indefinite? Is, am, are. So is used with he, she, it or any singular subject. Am is used with I only. And are is used with plural subject like we, you, they or any plural. Ahmad and Riaz are dancing on the stage, for example. So here past continuous tense, I, was or were is auxiliary for past continuous tense. So I with I was is used. I was is used. So I was writing a letter. Future, I will be writing a letter. B. See the what is called matching. I have written a letter. Present perfect continuous. I have or has comes for present indefinite. Has is used with he, she, it or any singular. He has written, for example. Here, I have written a letter. So I have written a letter. I had written a letter. In past perfect tense, had will be used with all the subjects, maybe singular or plural. I had written a letter. And future perfect, I will have written a letter. I have been writing a letter. I have been. If there would be the subject he has been. So I have been writing a letter. Past, I had been writing a letter. Future, I will have been writing a letter. Actually, English should be learnt by English only. English should be learnt in English. If there is any difficult words, you try to find out what is called the easy word of that, synonyms, similar words of that word, if you want to get mastery over the language. If you do not want to get mastery over the language, then it's okay. But it's my suggestion to you that you get mastery over the language. Language must be your slave. You should be your master. And you should not be slave of the language. If you will be the slave of the language, so slave means gulam. If you will be the slave of the language, language will play with you. When language will play with you, the people will laugh at you because you will commit many mistakes. You should not commit mistakes while you are writing or speaking English. As you know that we are dull of errors. We are committing mistakes. But from the mistakes you have to learn, and from the next time you should not commit mistakes. My dear students, in next class, when I will teach you people chapter number 3, there are certain sentences and you will be instructed, already you are instructed here to find out the tenses. So if you go through this, you will come to know. If you go through this, you will come to know that, for example, I had written a letter, which tense it is. It is past perfect continuous tense. So you go through this so that it will be easy for you to understand, to recognize, to identify the tenses. My dear students, it is not in detail. For detail, only present indefinite, it will take 2 hours or 3 hours. Present continuous will also take same. Because I give a rules regulation and make a table of positive sentences, then negative sentences, interrogative sentences, interrogative, negative sentences. What is positive sentences? What is positive sentence? For example, I am singing a song. For example, I am singing a song. This is positive. Negative, when not comes, it will become negative. So where you should use negative in the sentence? After auxiliary. Which is the auxiliary here? I am singing a song. Am. So after am you have to put not. It will become negative sentence. For example, I am not singing a song. Interrogative sentence means questionnaire sentence. How to make a questionnaire sentence. How to interrogate or how to make interrogative sentence. So it is very simple. Very simple. That auxiliary will come at the beginning of the sentence. Sentence will become interrogative. Questionnaire. So which is the auxiliary am? Am I singing a song? Question. Interrogative, negative sentence. For interrogative, auxiliary will come first. Am I, then not. Am I not singing a song? Question. Positive, negative, interrogative, interrogative, negative. In Hindi also we speak like that. For example, मैं गाना गा रहा हूँ. मैं गाना नहीं गा रहा हूँ. क्या मैं गाना गा रहा हूँ? क्या मैं गाना नहीं गा रहा हूँ? So that is positive, negative, interrogative, interrogative, negative. Okay? So in some other class I will write positive, negative, interrogative, interrogative, negative, and I will give example also so that it will be very easy to frame the sentences. And once you know grammar, you will be able to speak English fluently. So let me stop for the day, my dear students. Have a blessed day. Thank you very much.